For more on the Israel-Hamas war, I'm joined by former Israeli ambassador to the U.S. and former Knesset member Michael Oren. Mr. Oren, welcome.
Hi, Mike. Good to be with you.
Let's start with American concerns about the hospital situation. Let's play the clip.
The United States does not want to see firefights in hospitals where innocent people, patients receiving medical care, are caught in the crossfire. And we've had active consultations with the Israeli Defense Forces on this.
What about that concern, sir?
We share it. We don't want to see a firefight in a hospital. We don't want to see innocent patients or Palestinians hurt in that firefight. At the end of the day, it's really not up to us now, is it? It's up to the Hamas headquarters, which is located beneath that hospital. Israel must get to that hospital, that headquarters. It must destroy those headquarters in order to cut off the command and control ability of Hamas throughout the Gaza Strip. Now, Israel has been trying to evacuate people from that hospital, certainly babies from that hospital, try to provide 300 liters of fuel to the hospital. Hamas prevented it. Hamas has prevented people from leaving the hospital because they want to use the hospital and the patients in it as human shields.
Any idea why Hamas would reject the oil?
Because it wants to be able to blame a humanitarian crisis on Israel. Okay. You know, for about a year when I was in the Israeli government, I was in charge of Gaza and the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Israel had the ability to move in 1,200 huge flatbed trucks into Gaza every day with everything you wanted: food, fuel, toys, clothing. Hamas only let in 400 trucks because it wanted to keep a level of humanitarian disaster in Gaza so the people of Gaza would be hungry and angry and dependent on Hamas. This is the way they operate. They do not operate in a way civilized beings do. It's something completely different. So it's not surprising to me in any way that Hamas would prevent fuel from reaching this hospital, that Hamas would prevent civilians and sick people from leaving the hospital. They want to use them as those human shields.
There's a report from an Israeli journalist, Nadav Ayal, saying that Prime Minister Netanyahu's trying to bring in former British Prime Minister Tony Blair to coordinate humanitarian operations. Do you know anything about that?
I don't, but Tony Blair's had a long and trusting relationship with the Israeli government, with myself personally. And if he were involved, I think it'd be very positive.
What more does Israel need from the United States at this critical stage?
The major thing is to keep resisting pressure for a ceasefire, and that pressure is mounting. And Hamas knows it. Hamas wants civilians to get killed. It wants hard pictures coming out of Gaza in the press, and those will trigger protests, and those protests will put pressure on governments, including the United States government, to do a ceasefire. Hamas wants a ceasefire because that means Hamas gets away with mass murder. Hamas wants a ceasefire because it knows without a ceasefire, Israel can't restore internal security. We have 250,000 people who have been forced out of their homes. They will not be able to go back to their homes. We will not be able to restore our regional deterrence power. Every enemy that we have will know that if they can hit us and we try to defend ourselves, the world will slap a ceasefire on us and tie our hands. A ceasefire for Israel, and I mean this, there's no hyperbole, a ceasefire means death. And so we need our American allies to keep running that interference from us, from the world, and give us time to fight the enemy that we need to destroy.
Michael Oren, grateful for your time and your analysis today, sir. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.